And
What?
and that was for
Wait. Oh. We are starting. I'm telling you, I feel empty today.
We've already started. You know, like funny thing, like I've gone to. I was at the shopping mall, Nimq line, and so in front of me there was this Indians or whatever, and you know how they shop those ones?
Yeah.
Like it's about 4 or 5 trolleys big, and then you here with your plastic, and then like this is the shortest, you know. So I find myself lining up there. I see this girl, the attitude, having all these conversations with them and whatever. She actually even said hi to them. Oh, they don't even do. They even swipe. Them, they don't.
They just swipe. People with money just swipe. They don't carry cash.
Now, me, I'm standing there with like a burger here and like a drink this side. I'm like,
what am I doing?
hey, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever just sat and started thinking about your life? Like, what's happening?
What am I doing
now,
here?
And funny enough, when I reached there, she never even said hi to me. She just went, boop, boop.
Hey, wait.
Cranky
Hi for what now?
The only thing she asked me was if I needed a plastic. I said, no,
Do you need
a
Do you need a plastic?
It's crazy. You've done that job before. You guys get tired.
It's so tiring, man. Like you just be there and then you smile, fake smile. People,
must be the most tiring thing ever.
It is. And then you meet different types of people. You meet people who are mad, who are short-tempered.
Just upset.
This one time, this man, he's a miner.
Yeah.
He got paid that time of the month.
Yeah.
I had like 20 kwacha and 9 kwacha. No, I had like a 10 kwacha. His change was a 29 kwacha. The rest were coins.
Yeah.
I was like, I can give you this 10 kwacha, the rest are coin. How can you give me such kind of money? Who do you think I am? I was like, this is the money I have. You can't give me coins. Are you mad? I was like, thank you very much. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, keep it. That's how you make money, man.
It's crazy. But, you know, no matter how, like, courteous customer service is very important.
Yeah, the customer is always right, but the customer is always dumb. And the customer is always stupid.
Nah.
This notion of the customer is always right is always so annoying. Like, you be doing dumb shit as a customer, and then I have to do what now?
You have to do it. That's your job. You must deal with all of that.
That's stupid. That's stupidity, man. It's so annoying.
And this is the second time it's happening to me. The first time, guess what happened? This is the funniest shit ever. Like,
you have a thing with cashier.
Yeah. So, and this thing of where you're standing behind somebody who's like you shopping, and then you got your Kalidu, whatever. They went with my drink. You know where you just put it at the corner like this, and then so they just bought it and put it in there, and then that's how they left with my shit. And I'm like, hey, that was mine, you know, and they patched it together and everything.
The problem
it's crazy. I've had crazy stuff.
You don't buy things. You only buy what? Drink, food. That's it.
Yeah, like, you know, just
you don't go with cholis and then
those things.
I'm so sorry. That's
those
life.
Things, yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, a lot of stuff happened this week.
Yeah, I did. Well, so first thing first, Twitter has been buzzing this week. I love how
Twitter
people
never
are
rests.
so mean.
Twitter never rests.
Hey, I love how people are so mean on Twitter, man. So this one time, I was like going through Twitter, and then I found this tweet. I was like, interesting, and I just saw insults there. I was like, this looks like violence.
That's what you like.
This looks like the place where I would like to spend the rest of my 5 minutes.
Let me come here for now. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so now apart from that, a model by the name of Lindiwe. So she was doing like a shoot, you know, where she was like, it would be nice. You know, sometimes there are certain things where you have to drive yourself to get certain investors or certain companies to attract your brand and stuff like that. So she was like,
brand placement for sponsorship.
Like she was creative enough to make bottles of a certain company, which I would love to mention before they sue me. I need to get an attorney. When I get an attorney, that's when I can mention the brand.
You're getting legal smart now, eh?
I have realized how important it is to have a lawyer, guys. Yeah, so she did that, and she did a very beautiful photo shoot. I really did love it personally. So
I did see it though.
I think I will show you some pictures of it.
Yeah, you should pull up the pictures then.
Yeah, so what happened is that she did post it on her socials, on Twitter as well as on her Facebook. But then, I don't know what happened. She found herself in a very, very uncomfortable conversation with somebody who apparently works for a certain company that she was attracting.
Yeah.
So now, unfortunately, it got involved of the man asking her to have sex with him for her to blow up and to sign a contract to become
lie.
a model and stuff like that. It just became
For real?
it became so wish-wash when it wasn't even supposed to be like that. And I was so disgusted by that. I mean, the person who claims to work for the company was like, you don't know what girls do nowadays? Like, you're not woke enough to know what happens. I was like, what the hell is happening in this world anymore? It was so sad. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I feel women are just being abused over and over
And this is
again.
just a tip of the iceberg of what's really going on down, especially in the modeling industry that I've worked so
You
many
know
years
better.
in.
You better.
Those things, and then sometimes I'm not discrediting her concern, and I love it that she put up the screenshots
Yeah.
and whatever and said, hey guys, this is what's happening. It's about time. But also I think models actually brought this on themselves, because me working in that's like the most darkest industry I've ever worked in,
Wow.
because one,
That's
you realize
sad.
because one, you realize that models love to throw themselves at clients. So a lot of clients, especially for big corporations, they go around. Chief, and you said that we're recording. Love to throw themselves at clients. You know, and then clients, you know how big corporations talk
Yeah.
amongst themselves, say, you know what, can give her a deal and she'll give you, you know, like. So it became so crazy to a point like you would knock at a door for sponsorship, you would not get it. But a
Wow.
female with the exact same project will knock at that door, and next time you see banners being put up and their sponsors, we're like, but we went with the exact same pitch. So for a long time we never got to understand what was going on, but now we understand what's going on. But now we live in an age, but I'm not saying it's everyone that was doing that.
Yeah.
Now we live in an age where receipts can be shown. You have screenshots and whatever, and he was dumb enough to be texting.
What was he supposed to do?
Call you for a meeting. Like, foot is not
Was
the same
supposed to use
space.
Zoom?
Zoom records. You
Was
know?
supposed to use what?
Zoom records
WeChat?
still.
Nah, man, I think it's just crazy. But
Yeah.
then we women complain about having a misogynistic society, and then it's good she did what she did, but
Yeah.
certain times we women are sometimes the cause of that. There
Yeah,
are no
yeah.
shortcuts for you doing something, for you to be treated better. When a man is being treated better more than a woman, when you want it to be done equally, you have
Yeah.
to go the other route to do it. You have to do it in a shortcut manner, which is not even supposed to be like that.
And don't get us wrong, we're not saying what happened she deserved.
Yeah,
no.
no,
What
she-
we're
she
saying is
didn't, definitely.
we got to this point because of the attitude of a lot of models. You understand what I mean? And what Lindy did was great, because that's a number one
She
step
put
to
it out
correcting the whole situation. When you start correcting that shit, people need to understand to say, we live in a world where we need to respect
You're not
women.
gonna
If you-
use my
if you're not
body.
if you're not gonna give her a job, just tell her so.
Exactly.
You know what I
what
mean?
I hate? I hate the fact that certain times that women think the best way to get whatever deal that you want to get, or to get whatever money that you want to get,
Yeah.
you have to use your body instead of your brain.
But it's a lot that they're using their pretty privilege, and it's working.
It's
And it's working.
for real.
Yeah. They know I'm pretty.
This is
All I have
sad.
to do is show up, and yeah,
It's crazy,
you know.
man. But hey, this shouldn't be happening.
It's really crazy, and this should serve as a lesson to a lot of people that do these things. And I know she's not the only one. Some people are
Yeah.
just quiet about it, but I think it's about time we started exposing these guys. We need to clean up this mess.
But then, in my own experience, I would love to say this. I've come across a very powerful person.
Has that
Who-
ever happened to you?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
A very powerful person who I wanted to help, who I have loved to help me.
Yeah.
But then they were like, you know what happens? I'm not gonna help you if you're not gonna give me what I want. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, you're not the only fish in the sea. I'll probably get. Why are you trying to act as if you don't know what happens? I was so disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna mention names.
So for them to get to a point where they say you don't know what happens, meaning it's a lot more people that are doing
a lot
it.
of people that
You know.
that
It's really
so
crazy, man.
disappointed.
It's really, really very disappointing at
It's
the
so
same time.
disgusting. Disappointed is an understatement. It's so disgusting.
Yeah, so disgusting, so disgusted. And we have to know. I'll call Lindy. I need to know who this person is. We need
Behind the scenes.
Hey, you know, we need to put their number on, scrolling down here, and pull up their pictures.
Anyway, a lot of stuff has been happening throughout the week, and if there's somebody, to be honest, in my own opinion, I would love to say this. I find this person to be ever complaining on social media, to be ever saying negative stuff on social media. I get that she's trying to be an advocate for something, but that's not how you advocate. People cannot, when they see negative statements from a certain area, you're the first person that pops up in their head. It doesn't have to be like that. Like,
who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Zambian swimmer Toka.
Oh yeah, yes.
Apart from her making a statement on social media, making it known that the PS, Permanent Secretary of Sports and Arts, Mr. Chile Shekangwa, flew to wherever they were doing their thing.
Was it in Birmingham?
I think so.
Yeah.
He flew there, and then he was telling them about how they should be happy that they were chosen to represent the country and stuff like that. Yeah, she did word for word and stuff like that. But then the whole negative aspect, I don't know if he was trying to do some reverse psychology on them to get the motivation or something. But then it's so annoying that every time it's so draining. Every time I get to read something about her, it's negative. The last time we have to ban
people are
fireworks.
dragging her on Twitter. Yeah,
we have to ban fireworks.
No. I think she does that to. Sometimes you need to attract the negative attention so that when it's time for you to say something sensible, people are already paying attention. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes she'll do petty stuff and then like, hey, let's ban fireworks. Like, okay, yeah, cool. All right.
We ban fireworks. Then what must happen now?
You know, so that you start following her because of the buzz that she's making, and now when she makes some sense like what she did, you're already there following her. So
but anyway, I'm not in her
shoes.
shoes. I would understand, but then sometimes coming out in a negative light every time. If you're a celebrity, people won't be
won't take you seriously.
Yeah,
next time
they
you
will
say
never. Even if you say something positive like setting, and then I heard, I felt bad. It reached a point where she had to bring race into it. She tweeted it a few days ago.
What did she say?
She did say that, is it because I'm not black but I'm Zambian?
That dog. No.
What happened today? She's advocating for what?
Hey, you know, like what's that?
I don't know.
You know,
I was so sad. I actually wasn't disappointed. I was
Does
very
she feel
sad.
people treat her differently because she's whatever? Like what color? What color? She's what? She's colored. She's
brown.
What, Indian?
Yeah, she's Indian, but she's brown in
No,
color.
but it's not a thing. Like where Zambians don't give. If there are people that don't give a damn about what color you are, whatever. Zambians, they just go about their business.
Exactly.
If you mess up, they call you up.
That's
you
it.
know?
That's it. We don't have.
So it shouldn't be about that. Sometimes understand the type of vibe that you give people.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people that are doing great stuff and they're quiet about it, and we
Exactly.
celebrate them, and then all they do is like, oh, thanks. But you shouldn't come out as if you own people that follow you, you know, and we need to subscribe to everything that you say.
do, and
sometimes we just say, chief, no, that's what, no.
You're becoming boring now.
Yeah, you know. So sometimes you need to weigh. But you know, the thing, what I'll say, that the Twitter euphoria is so addictive. So addictive. Once you don't get attention for a week, you feel like you're sick. You have to do some shit so people start talking about you.
We get tired, man.
You know?
We get tired reading about the same stupid stuff, the same negative stuff every
all
time.
the damn time, like, guys. You know?
It's so draining.
Yeah.
I think
it's really so draining.
I think she should look at the world in a. Not everybody's your enemy, and not everybody's after your life. No one wants to kill you. Nobody wants to assassinate you. Girl.
Nobody cares. You know,
Maybe
just
they
do your
do.
thing. Just do your thing.
Thank you.
You know, we're here doing our podcast. We don't care.
Yeah.
Our 2 viewers, we even know them by name.
Speaking about doing things, man.
Yeah.
This week was crazy. Hey, so remember the last time we were talking about Gogao?
Yeah.
That guy.
Kiss Daniel.
Yeah, so when he came to Zambia, he caused a fracas when he refused flowers at the airport. But now, this time around, he was in Tanzania, and then he didn't want to perform because it was fully booked and stuff like that. And then, unfortunately, he was put in jail.
Yeah.
He was taken to the jail.
What's the real story behind that? Because I saw that he failed to perform. What happened? Was it delayed flights, or he just said, what happened?
Preliminary investigations say that it had to do with sort of payment. So he was paid at $60,000 or so. And he claimed that he used more of his money to go to Tanzania or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it had something to do with a necklace or something like that. Nobody really knows what happens. The fact, the best story is that he didn't want to perform, and then from him breaching the contract that he signed with those guys to say he was going to perform for that amount, and he was paid for it, by the way. So he was paid for it, and then people turned up and he did not show up. And I saw a video of people throwing bottles and stuff on the stage. It was just crazy, and it was bad.
This contractual issues actually everywhere, whereby they say you need to be here by this time, and if you're not there at this time, it's a breach of contract.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say, we'll send the balance within the next 48 hours. If they don't send the balance within 48 hours, it's a breach of contract. It might not come. So we don't know whether it was on the other side or on the other side.
Yeah.
But for him to be arrested, I think it was on his end. Never like him anyway, so yeah. Deserves it.
Nobody likes that guy, for real.
Like I really don't like. I will tell you the truth. I don't even like him.
He's not that bad though. I mean, he makes hits.
I'm not a
but
fan.
You dance to Booga, right?
I'm not a fan. No.
Booga. Didn't you dance to that song?
No, I've never. Honest, I've never even had it on the phone. I've never even clicked play on his video.
I smell some buffoonery here.
I just hear it. No, like it's just look. It's not that I hate him or I just don't vibe with him. Just because you like something.
Hey, I think I like him. That's not what I said.
You can't make other people like things that you like.
That's not what I said, man.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
He's just, I think it's a waste of time, and he needs to work on his attitude. His management is not telling him the truth. They are telling him that you're doing quite a great job when he always makes headlines.
We
for
saw
the
a couple of
worst
Zambian
things.
artists do that as well in their beginning, and then they changed later on. Then they realized that fans actually are our bosses because without them, I'm not going to get paid.
Yeah.
So that's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, so moving over to the Kwacha Music Awards.
Yeah, excited that they're back after what, 2 years?
Yeah, after 3.
Last ones were 2020.
2020 was it like 2019?
Was it 19 or 20?
Oh, should have been 19, yo.
Yeah.
19 or 20?
19. You're right.
Yeah, it should have been 19.
After 2 years of absence, they are back. I saw the list of nominees. Okay, cool. Not bad for the waits, because I think for some time there hasn't been. I saw a lot of people, especially artists and whatever, complaining like, why didn't you put? Why didn't you? So it also speaks to this. Listen, when these people are putting awards together, a lot of times,
you know how it works.
A lot of times when they call, I've hosted, not really like hosted, but I have an award ceremony myself.
Yeah.
Talk to me nicely. Talk about
For
investments. Yeah. So usually what happens is for Kwacha Music Awards, let me explain just for Kwacha Music Awards.
Yeah. Put
They get their nominees from reports that are generated from radio stations across the country. So a radio station will send in their submission to say, who do you think is the biggest artist on your station? Right now the most requested for is this guy. Which song do you think had the fastest pick up from a young artist? We say, this young artist, there's all of that. So once you check all those boxes, you send, they package them and they say, okay, so this is the final list of nominations.
I didn't know.
So if as a station we say your album didn't really cut with us, and then the next station also says the same, and the next station also says the same, it doesn't mean that they've got anything against you. You just didn't cut.
Damn.
That's what
you know
it is.
what? You just brought out a conversation that I've always wanted to have.
Yeah.
There's this thing of artists saying they don't give a 2 cents about if whoever is trending on the charts, on the whatever top 10 on the radio or radio play or stuff like that.
Yes.
Only for it to have an impact later on when they're
preparing for awards. You understand what I mean? There are artists right now that will tell you they don't care for airplay.
I don't care.
They don't care for interviews or whatever because they've got 1 million followers. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
So Kwacha Music Awards, what they do is they write to all the radio stations, say, give us a list. There's like, oh, what do you think is the biggest? Which has been the best album? Which one? So us as creatives in the station, we decide, put this, we agree.
Yeah.
So once we agree at this station, the other station also agrees. They compare
they're
all
like,
that data and have the final. So if you're not happy about that, that's you. You know what I mean?
You need to
That's
be
on
good
you.
with the radio
Exactly.
DJs, man.
So Kwacha Music Awards, it's not like it's a bunch of dumb people that just sat down and say, who do you like? Let's put this one. Who? No. There are people that have been in the industry and they understand how it operates. So if you're not happy with that and you want to chicken out, that's on you. As we're going to attend.
Wow.
To be there.
I never knew, to be honest.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I thought it was like some like a board of directors or
they sit down and start,
analyze say which song is happening right now.
Yeah.
Let's put it in this category. Which song is which artist, which stuff like that.
Exactly.
I never knew that it had to do with radio stations at all.
There'll always be that with awards. Even there's always like even the nominees. If somebody wins, there's the other group that felt like the other person shouldn't have won, should have gone to this person. But don't forget, this has to do with votes as well. You know, I don't know how the Kwacha Music Awards do it, whether it's 50% public, 50% judges, but whichever way, people have a say in it. Okay, so if we didn't vibe with your album and you felt it was like the greatest, but people just didn't vibe with it, then
so you remember what happened? Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of consistency with awards. Why is it that in Zambia we'll have awards this year, the next year we won't have that?
It's expensive to put up an award ceremony.
Really?
I will tell you that, because the organizers, apart from the sponsors, they don't get nothing out of the awards, but they put in a lot. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's almost like a sacrifice.
Wow.
Yeah. With award ceremonies, like they...
So yeah, busy out there giving these awards, because I know awards come with money, right?
Yeah, because it's a brand they're building. In future, you might have a big sponsor that will just say, we're going to buy these awards. You understand what I mean? So what they're doing is they're building a brand for the awards. So we're just... When it comes to awards, we're just starting as a country. We're still a baby country in terms of awards. So with time, you hear that the Kwacha Music Awards have been bought maybe by MTN or maybe by Zambian Breweries. They got it or whatever. Zambian Breweries, I doubt if they want to get into awards after that shit
happened?
that you made them go through. The Zambian Music Awards.
They stopped.
Yeah,
What
they
happened?
stopped. They said this same wrangles. Artists felt they were bigger than the awards.
Whoa, for
You know
real?
what I mean? Yeah. Like you can't be
For
giving us
real?
this much. It's like, guys, you never had a national award.
Duh.
We're trying to celebrate you.
The Mosi Awards, right?
Yeah. If
That's
anything,
like so big.
if anything, we want to honor you. No, Mosi Awards is making. No, Mosi was actually making a loss on those fucking awards. You know what I mean? But a couple of 2-3 other people made the whole industry suffer because Mosi just said, you know what? Let's close this shop. We're better off doing our business and whatever, and we'll never have anything to do with whatever. You know?
Wow.
And if you've
is
noticed, there are certain artists that have never performed at the Mosi Day of Thunder. You never see them on the lineup. Never. Yeah. So that's what's happening.
So they stepped on somebody's foot.
Yeah. They're like, we win awards, you're giving us 5,000. What is a 5,000? Dude.
Oh, I remember
you
that.
get awards for free. Honorary awards for free. Why are you pressing us? No, in the name of at what? At developing the industry. Mosi Awards is getting whatever. Like that conversation was just stupid altogether for me personally. Like, for real.
Well, understanding the dynamics of music industry, Zambian music industry to be specific.
That's why when I see
it's
people
crazy.
yap on social media, I'm like, there's nothing you're talking. There's nothing you know. What are you talking about? You know?
Wow. And most of the times it's like when they get to a certain point, they feel fans are not important to them. They feel like they have outgrown the band and stuff like that. Like, I do not know.
But I
don't need to mingle
I
with
see a
these
lot
people.
of artists get out of that quickly.
Yeah, and it happens a lot.
Yeah, so like you start realizing, saying, I'm not treating my fans properly. Then they start getting back. You see them replying in the comments. But I see a lot of other
The comments, social media is full of.
I see a lot of other stupid artists that are young and now grown big-headed.
And naive.
They think that they've grown even without the fans,
pun
they're still them.
No names mentioned.
They feel that even without the fans, they'll still be because they've got 1 million followers and the album is doing well on all these DSPs and whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you're not celebrated home, you'll never be taken seriously wherever you go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very powerful. So also speaking of collaboration, so like what amount do you think somebody can charge for like a feature? Let's say like a maximum.
A feature, it depends.
Like just here in Zambia for a fellow artist.
It depends. Like if you want to get a biggest artist, it depends on their brand and their team. You know, because a lot goes into deciding that. Because as an artist, you go into entering a collaboration deal. I want to collaborate with you, and then you are in the corporate belt. I would say, oh, listen, for me to send you clear vocals, I need to book studio time. That's number one. And then after I record, I need to send the vocals to you back, and then I need to charge you for me featuring on the song. So all that put together, studio time per hour is probably maybe 2,000, and I'll need about 2 hours to give you the best verse. That's already what, 4, right? Am I doing the math correct? 4. Then just for me jumping on the song,
it's such a huge
give
process,
me 5
man.
pins. So like so you know, so there's a lot of negotiations that go through.
So there was a recent report that says the duo Chandana K was charging like a 60,000 for somebody to feature on their song, and people were like, "Yo, 60."
Yeah,
That's a lot
I
of
would
money.
do that. I would do that for somebody I don't want to feature.
I swear.
I think they was just trying to say, dude, we're saying no in a nice way.
60,000.
You can't afford us because you're whack, you whack. You know, so I think it was one of those. It wasn't nothing serious though.
And I can tell you how crazy it is, mostly of charging somebody like more than 30 or 20,000. Because I remember one of the biggest artists was saying that there's this song that I did. This new artist came to me to say, hey, I have this, I want you to feature on it. How much am I supposed to pay? And was like, wait, let me take a listen. So he sat down, he loved the song. He was like, let's do it for free.
That's how it works.
Let's do it for free.
Yeah,
and then they put out the song. The song is a hit. It's charting on charts.
But if your is whack, I'll tell you I want a 60 pin. No, very well, we don't have that. Then I'm like, cool, work next time. That's it. That's how it works.
Man, it is crazy. It's crazy.
It's really weird, this thing. It's really
But
weird.
anyway, I think overall we just have to understand that life is it is what it is.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you don't have to try hard to do certain things, which I really enjoy. Just being out there complaining, not on social media though. Do you feel that when it comes to women and them always saying, it's so hard for me to tell you that I'm so wrong about what I did.
Yeah.
I would rather die than tell you that I was so wrong here and
But
I
that's
made a
you.
mistake.
That's who you are, I know.
But then no, stop saying I know. But then,
I know.
but then overall, a certain portion of men feel like women don't actually necessarily come to you and say, hey, I'm wrong and this is how I'm going to solve it. I'm going to find a way to tell you that I'm wrong. Same thing as the way African parents used to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Just tell you, I left some Mishima for you. When they
After telling you all these things.
For something you didn't even do, you're just like, but I wasn't even there.
It's great. Women find it hard to say sorry. And I really, again, I don't
you
trust.
read a lot. Do you think it has to do with psychology or something?
No,
It's
I don't
just-
think so. I think it's easier for a man to say sorry and not mean it than a woman to actually say sorry and mean it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, that's how it is. Women never say sorry.
Men go for what they see, women go for what they hear. And that's why men lie a lot.
I may not have to apologize. I know very well. I just know what you like and then just call you. If you haven't talked for 2 days, just call you. Do you want mushroom or sweet and sour?
Whichever you want.
And you just hear mushroom. We're like, are we good? I apologize. Let me
I'm
just bring it.
upset. I'm so upset with you. Don't even talk to
Yeah,
me.
but is she accepting? Grab book.
Yeah, and the food. Yeah. The importance.
It's wild. It's crazy.
But hey, I think these are the stories that has been trending throughout the week, and well, I'll just urge people to be careful with what they say on social media. I think people are going through a lot these days.
Yeah. Now, it only gets to you when you take it so seriously. There are people that are just religious with social media. Like, don't take everything seriously. People are just there to shit people's faces and then just move on with their day.
Especially Twitter. I've seen a lot of people who say Twitter is not my niche because I feel like there's a lot happening. You are the one who made me understand the algorithms of Twitter and how it works. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna use it to do this. So I feel you just have to find where you belong to, because people are following the masses these days.
That's it. Yeah. Anyways, we gotta go now. I'll be back next week. You have a podcast coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about congratulations. Finally. Damn it.
After convincing me, I don't know.
So people need to look out.
Yeah. Okay. So this podcast was inspired by the radio show that I do, which is The Branch, and I just realized that we have great conversations on radio that I don't want to throw away. So I need to put it out there and see how it's gonna work out. I'm really super excited.
Hey, the show is crazy, hey. Yeah, you can catch her on The Branch on QFM every weekday from 10 to 14. So those conversations are coming into a podcast soon.
We're
so
gonna
you gotta look out for that space.
Compile them.
Yeah, better look out for that space. But anyway, from me, we're out.